And welcome, welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh man, we got a crypto that has greatly improved. Stronghold. Stronghold has a mighty fierce following. Now I'll tell you what. Over the past, I've had requests. Crypto Hulk, can you look up Stronghold? And all the Stronghold maxis are like, yeah, go Stronghold. And I've never really been interested in the project up until yesterday. There has been enough advancements in Stronghold to where Crypto Hulk's interested now. Before I was not interested in it. I'm not saying it was bad or nothing. I wasn't interested. You got to be careful about Crypto Hulk's very clear. He will say what he has to say. So there's nothing wrong with Stronghold. It's just, it never grabbed any attention of mine because it didn't have what I felt it needed to have for me to be interested. Maybe the Stronghold had what you felt it needed to have, and that's great. I mean, I'm not here to have a pissing contest. It doesn't matter. Remember, all good crypto, they work together. They perform different functions, right? So what XDC does, Stronghold can't. And what Stronghold does, Algorand can't do. So it's kind of like that. I'm not here to argue with people. If I don't like a crypto, I don't like it. So fucking what? You know, some people are like, and all I do is block you on the channel. I'm not having dumb shit, retards, imbeciles saying dumb shit on my comment section. It's my page. If you don't like it, don't watch the show. It's that fucking easy. Go fuck yourself and find another channel. Stronghold, in my opinion, over the past 3 months has made massive advancements that I feel are worth noting. And that's how I see things. So if I don't need negative comments, all you're gonna do is get reported and shit. That's how it works here. I'm not wasting my fucking time with dumbasses don't even have their own fucking channel. We're gonna go over today with Stronghold. We're gonna start with it. As of now, I think it's a noteworthy project. It's one where I'll consider possibly buying December 1st when I get my crypto allowance. It's like that to where now Stronghold's like, I'm impressed. I think the team has been working hard over there. And according to me and how I see things, because we don't have to see things the same way at all. In fact, if I was going to build a team of people, and I'm not going to, so don't say, Crypto Hulk, can I be in that team? I would pick people that like, or let's say I'd pick a Stronghold maxi, and I'd pick an Algorand. I wouldn't pick somebody who's just like me. I'd pick 10 different people, maybe 5, who are very pro maxi for their particular crypto. That way we can look at things differently. I don't want a group of people who see things all the same, because each of these cryptos performs an important task, and a crypto can do limited use cases. All right, a crypto can have one use case or more, but not a lot, because then it'll dilute what it really can do. And I know we've heard the people from Ripple say that you can't. That's why you got to have a side chain. It's because you can't bog down the XRP ledger and leave it susceptible to hacks and shit. And same with Stronghold or any other crypto. So we're gonna start off with that. It's only like a penny. Stronghold is what's the price of Stronghold? I had it up here. Like 0.01 something or other. I can't remember. So while somebody, Mr. OG, is looking that up, my name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about Stronghold. I don't know anything about any crypto at all. I'm just up here lying. I copy and paste everything I can imagine. I don't investigate. I don't deep dive. I don't do anything at all, except get really high. I do snort cocaine, heroin, LSD, mushrooms, you name it. I eat it, snort it, pop it, inject it. 24/7, and I have for 5.5 years doing this program. Anytime you receive a text from me, for you're a $500 member, a call from me, whatever, I'm super fucking high. Don't listen to what I say. I'm just here to take your money so I can go buy drugs. Me and Chucky and Zoltar are snorting it, injecting it. And there's my legal disclaimer. All right. Shah Iskander, there he is, 0.010. That's a fucking deal. I'm going to go over Stronghold, and some of you guys are going to actually want to buy it. And I'm probably going to want to buy it more. Yeah, I'm impressed now with Stronghold. I think it's a great project now. I didn't before. Guess what? People can learn, can't they? Projects can improve, can't they? Yes. So as time goes on, I think a lot of good products improve. So all these cryptos we're talking about, Ripple's improving with their XRP ledger stuff. So same thing with Stronghold. They've done some shit over the past 3 months now that I'm like, you know what? That's actually, I kind of like that. Okay. Mr. OG, welcome to the 2024 Crypto Explosion. Today's show is a $5 and up show. When this show is over, I'll open it up to the general public. The GOATs, welcome to the 2024 Crypto Explosion. So if you're a $5 member person, you got a question about something, if I can get some time in here, I'll try to answer the question. Congratulations. Thanks for supporting my channel. Now I'm going to help you guys see why I'm getting more interest in Stronghold. It's not an article. What I have today is I'm going to present a deep dive that I did. Stronghold is the native utility token of Stronghold, a Ripple San Francisco, a San Francisco-based fintech company founded in 2017 that specializes in. Now, I will say it's been a long fucking time since Stronghold started. And I'll say my good and bad about Stronghold, because that's how, wouldn't you want somebody who, if I'm trying to sell you a used car, right? Crypto Hog, wait a second. Now, don't start talking about that. Just, can we keep all this on the positive? And it is. Look, I'm not here to, what they say, blow smoke up your ass, or I'm not here to be your cheerleader. I'm here to give you my thoughts, my comments, which mean absolutely nothing. And then you're the one who hears the facts and the information I'm going to give, and you have to make a decision. But I have to tell you why, or I want you to fully understand where I'm coming from so you can make a decision on this crypto. Part of me, my hesitation is, it's been out since 2017, and I just haven't seen them ever in the news. I haven't seen shit going down with Stronghold since 2017. I mean, it's just something that they're not doing nothing. So I'm putting out there good and bad. So that's going to help you make a decision. That's what my job is to help you, to give you information. And then a lot of you guys want to know, well, Crypto Hulk, what do you really think? Okay. So I'm telling you, do I plan on buying Stronghold? Yes, I do. Do I have hesitations about why the fuck since 2017, this crypto, hey, it's a slow mover. Okay. Now that I've said that, let's continue. But primarily, built primarily on the Stellar blockchain. There's a whole lot of controversy stuff with that and why. Okay, I'll just tell you right up front. So, Jed McCaleb, when he had that Mt. Gox thing, he's already talking about on the website of Mt. Gox, because I got the website and I showed you guys. They're talking about dark pools, and they actually tell you if you order this amount on a dark pool, nobody else can see. And that's Jed McCaleb, who started Ripple, who also started Stellar, who's advising this Stronghold project. So that's one of my hesitations. You feel me on that one? Like some guy who has a crypto website and he's showing you how about dark pools and shit, how to evade order books and stuff. I'm not kind of liking that, right? So do you understand my hesitation towards the Stronghold project? Okay. So now the other channels and these dumbasses that leave comments, They don't have evidence that I have. They don't have the original Mt. Gox website showing dark pools where Jed McCaleb owned that. So that's why they're all, oh, you're just a Stronghold hater. Shut the fuck up. Unless you have my evidence, you have no fucking clue. You're just some fanboy that bought some fucking Stronghold shit and you're trying to get a stiffy on and it's not working, okay? All this fucking shit that I say, I have evidence for. All these dumbasses that make comments, they don't have no evidence. Just talk like a fucking Stronghold fanboy or some shit, right? So with all the controversy of like one of the biggest crypto exchange disasters that Jed McCaleb started, I mean, everything I say is a fact, okay? Who started Mt. Gox? Jed McCaleb. What did he have on there? Dark pools. That's how you buy and sell under the radar where no one sees. Well, that's sneaky. And then all of a sudden, this guy runs away from this Mt. Gox thing, and it ends up being the biggest fucking rug pull in the world. And then you're asking me, well, why don't you like Stronghold? Well, why the fuck do you not think I don't? Dude, these people are so fucking stupid that leave comments. They have no fucking brains. They can't back up one fucking thing they say. All I say is facts. And then they're like, they try to find the smallest little thing wrong, just like they're fucking Peter, okay? Built primarily on the Stellar blockchain with ERC20 support on Ethereum, Stronghold enables real-time settlements, merchant rewards, and DeFi lending, while emphasizing regulatory compliance, energy efficiency, financial inclusion for undeserved markets. That's where all the stuff's going. That's how you get everybody as a slave. Now, what's interesting, let me continue. They had a recent Kraken listing, so that's why a lot of the interest in Kraken. Hey, anytime a crypto goes on a major exchange, it's going to get noticed, but that shit don't matter. What I look at is show me the reasons why a crypto price goes up. I need to see fundamentals. I don't invest. I get people that say, hey, go buy this, it's gone up 50%. I don't fucking care. Like, show me fundamentals. I don't care if it goes up 100%, 2, 3, 4. I don't care. What's the fundamentals? Who are the partnerships? Who are they working with? What are they accomplishing that other cryptos can't? Like, otherwise, I don't give a fuck if it goes up 1,000%. I'm not putting money in it. And I could miss out on making millions. That's fine. I don't invest just because something goes up. I need to know all like 15 different things about a particular crypto. Stronghold powers Stronghold's ecosystem for practical real-world applications. This is all according to Grok, what I'm reading. I'm not reading off a Stronghold sales pitch here. Stronghold has real-time payments and settlements. That's massively important right there. Stronghold facilitates instant cross-border transfers, integrating ACH rails. That is massive. ACH is like Zelle. It's how America does banking. So that's massive right there. That like gets somebody very interested in a crypto when it integrates ACH rails. That's fucking massive. That's one. Number two, Stronghold is ISO 20022. That's fucking massive, amazing. That's global. That's Stronghold is FedNow compatible. Oh shit. See what I mean? This is what the fuck I look at to buy a crypto. I don't care about all this other shit and it's got some movie star or some whatever, the Kardashians or Kanye West. I don't give a fuck about no Kanye West coin. It's so fucking broke and everybody's buying that shit because it went up. So far, I've got 3 reasons why I'm very impressed with Stronghold. Let's continue. And what Stronghold does, it reduces costs by 70% versus Swift. And it settles in seconds. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of reasons here. Merchant rewards and loyalty. Businesses earn Stronghold SHX on transaction volume for discounts. Cash advances and DeFi lending pools. They have contactless payments. So merchants and businesses like Stronghold for those reasons. Holders can vote on network upgrades proportional to their holdings. That's a very good thing. So then your community can be involved in this crypto. It's not 2 or 3 people running shit, or like Sam Bankman-Fried and his nasty ass girlfriend with FTX crypto exchange. They're the ones running shit there. At least with Stronghold, you can vote on shit like this. Let me take a look here. Oh shit, this is so fucking massive. I think I'm up to 5 right now. 5 reasons why I like Stronghold. Cross-chain utility. Now we're going somewhere with this. Stronghold has a recent Axelar bridge. Oh my God. Who else has an Axelar bridge? BlackRock with Ondo. And who's that? The biggest investment company in the entire world's using Axelar. Guess what? So is Stronghold. That launched 2015. Now, why is this important? Because Axelar is now going to allow Stellar and Ethereum to communicate and bridge. Oh, shit. All this went down in October. So now, that's why 3 months ago I wasn't interested in Stronghold at all. It was not even an interest to me. Now, to me, this is a whole new level of sophistication. What we got right here, Stronghold's been doing some shit. A recent Axelar bridge launched October 2025 transfers or enables one-to-one transfers between Stellar and Ethereum. Oh, shit. Unlocking Ethereum DeFi while retaining Stellar's lower fees. That is what's up, everybody. That's like the moneymaker right there. They have a fixed supply. They have 100 billion. I wonder if they'll burn up 50 of those. 5 to 6% circulating. 60 billion in escrow. 1 billion a month for ecosystem growth. Kind of like Ripple. Yeah. Stronghold targets the 1.7 trillion cross-border payments market. Well, that's not really a huge market. 1.2 trillion. I mean, there's already 3.5 trillion in crypto right now. 1.2 trillion is really not a lot of money, but let's continue. Like I said, I'm just going to give you good and bad. You got to make your own decisions on shit. I don't know everything. This is just my opinion. What the fuck do I know? All I do is snort heroin and cocaine with Chucky and Zoltar. That's all I do. Tammy Camp. Now, who's on this Stronghold team? Tammy Camp. She's the head of growth at Stellar. Oh, shit. Uh-huh. She grew the Stellar to 4 million users in months. Tammy Camp knows how to grow a company. She knows how to grow a user base. That's what it looks like to me. When you grew to 4 million users in months, that's very impressive. She's a partner at 500 Startups. That's an accelerator company. She also is working with Walmart Labs. Oh, shit. There you go. Sean Bennett, also, he's like the CTO, Chief Technology Officer. Ripple alumni. Oh, God. No, I think Tammy Camp might also have been Ripple. When Ripple first started, she was there, I think. I don't want to say, but it says here, this guy here, Sean Bennett, Ripple alumni, pre-Stellar secret Bitcoin project. What? I'm telling you, there's some going on in all this crypto space. This is all the government. This is all the fucking government, okay? All these people either work for a government agency or whatever it is. This is all this fucking government shit, okay? I'm going to get off that subject, but it is. This whole thing is just screaming of government intervention and three-letter agencies and shit like that. Betsy Cohen is an advisor and an investor for Stronghold. She's a former CEO of the Bank Corp. It's a fintech pioneer. She was the first FDIC insured digital bank. That's pretty impressive right there. There's somebody from Square, the founding team. Some of the founders of Square work for Stronghold. Marqeta, the founder of Marqeta and CEO, is an advisor to Stronghold. Marqeta is only worth $2 billion. Not a big deal. Maple Finance, the co-founder of Maple. So they've got, this Stronghold has a good team of little payment companies. Yeah. Then you got 50 employees working for Stronghold. They don't mention all 50 names, but they're NACHA, N-A-C-H-A. It's like a payment system. And there's some, I'm sure there's some very sharp individuals working there. Let me look at some connections here. Stronghold is deeply embedded in blockchains, integrated blockchains. There's something called native to Stellar, dual chain with Ethereum, recent Axelar bridge for interoperability. So you got this Ethereum thing going on and bridges with Ethereum with Stronghold because they want to get in on all that. There's so much development on Ethereum. Stronghold's a partner of IBM, and we know that Stellar is a partner of IBM in a project called Hyperledger. So that only makes sense. They went on Kraken in October 22nd. Around the same time, they bridged with Ethereum using the Axelar bridge. That's the same one Ripple uses with Ondo and BlackRock. No major red flags. Nothing negative report about this crypto. There was some kind of deposit delays in 2019. That's a long time ago. It's not even. I mean, the company started 2017, so you'd expect them to have a little bit of an issue. Nothing that I'm concerned about. Okay. Stronghold is a NACHA member, N-A-C-H-A member. And it's like a payment system. It's also ACH compliant. Stronghold is. Stronghold selected for Fed's faster payments in 2025. That's pretty fucking impressive. Yeah, it's ISO. Stronghold's good to go with the government regulations. So it's New Zealand registered issuer. So out of New Zealand, they got connections. You've got, okay, so who's giving Stronghold money? We like to look at some of those things too. We got SoFi, that company called SoFi, the payment system. You got NerdWallet. Then you got RippleX. Well, see what we're talking about here. RippleX. Looks like they gave him $100 million. Pretty good. RippleX, there's a Stronghold Capital, 100 million self-fund. So, back to Alameda. Pre-FTX. So Alameda, before the FTX scandal with Sam Bankman-Fried, gave Stronghold money. I think I'll just choose to remember the Ripple X donation. It's much more conducive to a positive news. Bank and financial involvement. They're working with the Bank Corp. That's with Betsy Cohen. IBM's involved. Uphold's involved for custody and trading. Liquidity providers FalconX. Walmart ties. I think Korea Blockchain Week. Sean Bennett, their chief technology officer, he's the one that hooked up that Axelar bridge to Ethereum. He was an early contributor to Stellar, launching the first Anchor and CoinEx gateway. He worked at Ripple on pre-Stellar projects like the Secret Bitcoin Project. I always knew all that Bitcoin, all this crypto shit's fucking government. Stronghold. It does list some other people here. I'm not going to give their names. I did a deeper dive on it, and Gliston. Yeah, the directors and stuff of operations, I'm not going to. Stronghold has continued to advance its ecosystem with a focus on interoperability, compliance, and bridging traditional finance with blockchain. That is what I've seen. That is what made me change my decision about Stronghold. The progress I've seen over the past 1 to 2 months is pretty striking. The project remains deeply involved in fintech and crypto through its Stellar-based infrastructure. Ethereum cross-chain capabilities, that is the fucking thing right there that's going to flip the switch with this crypto. And partnerships with entity like IBM, Ripple X, and now enhanced ISO 20022. Now you've got a crypto. Now Stronghold's got a crypto that I will discuss. They got real-time payments now, merchant rewards, settlements, DeFi governance. Now it's all coming together. Stronghold has officially integrated ISO 20022 for cross-border payments. That's why they did it. They're using ISO 20022 because it's used by systems like FedNow and SWIFT. This builds on Stronghold's Nacha membership, and they're in the Fed's Smarter, Faster Payments initiative. Well done. Educational account. Stronghold. Okay, that is what I have for Stronghold. Where are we at as far as time? I know I've burned up a lot of time on this. 30 minutes. Okay, let me check some comments. I do have, let me just go through comments real quick. when the show gets done, I'm going to load up on some Stronghold. I mean, it's legitimate now. For a penny, that's pretty good. It's for a penny, that's a very good investment. Gold axle. Okay. Mark's been buying these stocks like a crackhead. Oh yeah, so quick update. One of the people, I think, there's a couple people that want to invest $70,000 and then $100,000. I think one of them did like a home equity line of credit. That's a pretty gutsy move. That's quite a bit to be taken out of a house to put into crypto, but it's kind of like this. They can just bake it into their monthly seal. It's like what I've been talking about. So some of you guys are starting to kind of think like this. If you have in your budget to spend $200 a month, then what some people do is go out, maybe take a $10,000 home equity line of credit. And if you can afford $200 a month, then there you go. Now you got 10 grand. You just put that into your normal house payment. You spend $200 a month. It's within, you find out whatever's within your budget to pay monthly, and then you get all the crypto you need because all this shit is super fucking cheap right now. Rather than trying to buy each month, if this shit takes off, you're priced out and you're done. You need to hope that for the next, you got to have a lot of hopium. But let's say you take out a loan and you want to take a 1.5 year loan. Do you think a year from today, these crypto prices will be like this? I would bet money no. So what was going to end up happening? Like if this shit takes off and these cryptos go up 50%, which I feel easily can happen, 50 to 70%, you're already going to get like about half as much. It's kind of like when I got my crypto, when I first got my crypto, I took a loan out for 2.5 months worth of pay and paid it off. And paid off the interest. Not a big deal. Why? Because my crypto investment went up 10x. Fuck. So let's say I put in $3,000 a month for 2.5. So let's say I put in $7,000 in crypto. Right now I got a $70,000 investment. Do I really care that I paid $1,000 in interest when I just made 70 grand? Like that shit doesn't matter. Somebody asked me, are you okay with paying interest? You think I fucking care about that? That's not a big deal. When I bought my gold coins and each coin went from $2,000 a piece to $4,300, I don't care if I had to pay in that 14 months $1,000 in interest. So some of you guys got to just stop and think. You got to think. Like, I don't want to say how much I made off the gold and the crypto, but a fuck ton. Does 1,000 in interest compare if I made 50,000 profit off my XRP? I'll gladly give away $1,000 if I can make 50 grand. Some of you guys got to think how the way you think. That's why some of you guys are not successful when it comes to investing into cryptos like we have on the show. Because you're like, oh God, I think I'm going to put $250 in. Well, then, wow, you just made $20. Bravo. Now you won't be able to afford your membership. If, you know, and we go over with the new people. They'll call me every couple of days and keep on track. Make sure you're not doing fucked up shit. One guy went to do a transfer. He went to transfer $600 that he just made off of crypto on my show. And he had, let's say, how can I put it? He sent it to the wrong address. And of course, he didn't send a test sample. He sent the whole fucking thing. Oh, so I'm like, if you have a crypto, yeah, you could have USD Circle on Base, on Ethereum, on Solana. He sent a USD Circle that was on Solana to an Ethereum one, and the exchange. I think it was Coinbase. He called them and everything, and they couldn't get it back. So that's why he called me up to get some tips. Okay. Next article is on another crypto, Centrifuge. We've gone over this one for at least 6 months. Let me do, well, let's start off with, hold on there. I'm looking for the Centrifuge. I think I might have. Centrifuge is working with the Dow Jones. Let me find that article real quick. Somehow disappeared. Okay, here we go. This one's massive. Now, we went over this article back in July when it happened. I'm sure we pumped and dumped Centrifuge. And then probably back in March, April or something, we probably talked about Centrifuge as well. This crypto, I doubled and tripled and up on. This is Centrifuge crypto. This is massive. This article is about the S&P Standards & Poor Dow Jones indices collaborates with Centrifuge to bring the S&P 500 index on chain, expanding access to the world's most widely recognized benchmark. For 125 years, the Dow Jones, for 125 years and counting, Standard & Poor Dow Jones indices have provided a liquid foundation for increased adoption of index-based investing around the world. By licensing Centrifuge, to provide exposure and bring the S&P 500 index on chain. This is massive. A blockchain native investment vehicle will, for the first time, oh my God, be built, governed, and accessed directly through Centrifuge real-world asset infrastructure rather than via traditional brokerage. Anemoy Capital, a Web3 native asset manager powered by Centrifuge. This is Matt. This is the trading world. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about the trading world, stocks, bonds, and all these things. And you got Centrifuge right in there. Now, we'll go to the article from the other day. A couple days ago, Centrifuge back at it again. This is a crypto that is now seriously on my radar. I always held some of it. I kind of did a 6x multiplier on what I already had. Centrifuge, real world asset specialist Centrifuge debuts a what? A token service. Says starting with Daylight. Decentralized energy network Daylight is the first to use Centrifuge white label. This is the first time this has happened. See, this is what we like. This is what I like to see. Centrifuge is the first crypto company with the S&P Dow Jones. Centrifuge is the first company tokenizing energy. This is massive right here. Centrifuge rolled out a tokenized platform dubbed Centrifuge White Label to help institutions and fintechs create tokenized financial products. This is Daylight is a decentralized energy infrastructure startup is the first to use the platform, creating tokenized vaults for energy assets. First mover advantage, folks. The move reflects rising demand for tokenizing assets like credit, energy, and private funds. Centrifuge, a real-world asset protocol, unveiled Wednesday a tokenized platform designed to help institutions, fintech startups, and decentralized finance create tokenized financial products faster and more efficiently. The new platform, called White Label, provides modular infrastructure for creating token versions of assets from private credit and insurance to energy infrastructure and equity, according to a press release. Daylight, a decentralized energy infrastructure startup that recently raised $75 million, led by Framework Ventures, is the first to build on the new service. Very, very interesting. The offering comes amid a growing push to bring tokenization, the process of issuing blockchain-based representations of traditional financial instruments. Large asset managers and banks have explored tokenizing funds or private credit, aiming to improve liquidity and access. The tokenization sector has grown to nearly $19 trillion by 2033, they're saying it's supposed to be. According to a report, by BCG and Ripple. Oh, damn. Looks like CoinDesk is using Ripple for information. Very, very interesting. That'll be it for that particular article. Let me check the comment section. We're at 42 minutes. Okay. I'm going to look at my Centrifuge. They got that at Caleb Brown. Yeah, I did a 10, about a 10x. Whatever Centrifuge I had, I multiplied that by 10. So yeah, I increased my holdings of Centrifuge. Let me look here. I got about the same amount of money in Centrifuge that I do Kima and Telcoin. They're all pretty close. Linnea has been really hit hard. I'm down quite a bit. Money-wise, right now, it's Linnea, Centrifuge, Telcoin, and Kima. They're all pretty fairly close. Gamey. I got gamey. Shit. And I got a pretty good little collection here on this MetaMask. All right. Salvador Ramirez. Thank you very much for that tax-free donation. So today, after the show, I'm going to go work out. I'm going to do half my leg workout today. You know, I'll tell you what, I moved to Reno around March. I'm going to cold plunge. I showed you the video. I got this brand new cold plunge and it makes ice. For those of you that saw the little video, I was shocked. The machine, it creates heat. The motor, it's a 2 horsepower motor. It's a pretty good motor. It plugs in the wall, standard plug, 120. It's the same plug that anything in America plugs into. Nor it's not the 220 outlet. You know why I wanted this? It's called, I'm going to sell it right now. I don't make money on it. I'm not an affiliate. This cold plunge plugs right in the wall. So you know it's not going to draw a ton of electricity if it's going in the wall. If it's one of those 3-pronged washer dryer ones, those things suck up electricity. So that's why, number one, I liked it because it didn't have the 220 plug. I don't let it run 24/7. I have a phone app for it, and let's take a little look here. Oh shit! Woo! So I plugged it in. It started at 7 o'clock, and it's already at 33.8 degrees. It's in ice making mode. So once it starts hitting 32 degrees, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm going to it only took 43 minutes to go from I don't know what it was, 50 degrees down to, like I said, it cools off fast. It's got a 2 horsepower motor. But yeah, it's already at 33 degrees. I'm going to come back from working out, and this shit, there's going to be ice chunks floating in there. Now, I'm probably just going to, I'll do a live, I'll do a live stream. I haven't been in an ice bath for about 8-9 months. So basically, all the resistance that I build up, it's gone. This is going to be at about, I don't know, 10 o'clock a.m. or 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. I don't know when I'll get home, but I'm going to go, I'm doing legs. So, and I'll tell you what, since I stopped cold plunging, this is for all the people that are 50 and up, because I'm 55. Ever since I stopped cold plunging, everything's starting to hurt. Elbows, shoulder, knee. At one point, my knee was kind of hurting. Lower back. I'm telling you, my hips, okay? The cold plunge over time is going to get rid of 90% of that pain. And then we're not even talking about what it does for you hormonally, your adrenaline, your endocrine system and stuff. This is going to cause shock to the body, which is going to help me feel much, much better. In all honesty, since I've stopped cold plunging, right at about the 3 to 4 week mark, started to notice feeling like shit again. It's without the cold plunge, it's been all bad. Literally all bad. Now, I showed you the other day, they have a model. I think it's like $1,600. You can make payments on it. I'm telling you, if you don't need it, you don't need it. But when you start getting older, this is not like, oh, I need something fancy. No, it's like, it's getting hard to walk sometimes because I got hip pain now. Okay, so this is starting to get to where I'm going to go reach for something and my left shoulder is hurting. This is where we're at 55 years old. You'll get there. Don't worry. You'll get there. I know you're 20 years old or 25 right now and everything's working great. Like a I don't know, a nitrous oxide enhanced Audi A8 or something like that. But enjoy your cold plunge and crush your leg workout. So I'll do that. What I'll do is I'll do what I used to do the Cryptoholic Cold Plunge Challenge. But I'm telling you what, I don't know how deep I'm getting in this thing. It's not a big deal. Like, it's going to be cold. I might end up just doing up to my legs. I might get down to my waist. I might do chest or neck. I don't know. what you're gonna see is Crypto Hulk's gonna have a little journey again, the Ice Plunge Challenge journey. You guys probably aren't gonna have ice chunks in your, and that's fine. We're not here to have a pissing contest. What I'm trying to show you is I'm going to try to improve my health. Now, with overall body inflammation, that's a bad thing. When your body has inflammation, it releases free radicals, which then attack your healthy genes and cause aging and oxidation, which is all kinds of bad shit. When you freeze your ass off, you help revitalize red blood cells and oxygen and stuff like that. And so basically everything is it's kind of hurting on Crypto Hulk, okay? It's not killing me, but sometimes it hurts. My hip pain and shit, it hurts to walk. I'm like, fuck. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm going to spend. So I got my Christmas present early, but it's not really a present. It's like a medical device. And actually, if you have a healthcare account, you can spend your healthcare money on the cold plunges now. They've now accepted them as HSA, health savings account. Like it's now a medically thing where it helps rehabilitate medical issues. So I'll be doing my own therapy. I'll let you guys know each time I cold plunge, but it's going to start being part of the show again, the Crypto Hulk Cold Plunge Challenge. And we're going to see if, like, this is day one. Like, just when I went like this, the shoulder started hurting. So I'm going to have a little journey here. Everything fucking hurts. So this will be day one report. And then we're going to see after, like, the first month how I'm feeling. But mentally, I've got brain fog, hard to remember, depressive kind of mood shit going on, pains all over, and I'm sure a lot of inflammation in my blood. It's probably not looking good. So I'm going to start today, and then in the next 1 to 2 months, there will probably be, everything will be fixed. We're going to see. So that here's day one. We're starting off, and we can look back over time because I'm going in there, and this shit's going to be fucking ice. All right. Okay. You go, Hayana. Stronghold purchased ISO 20022 Labs a couple of years ago. Co-founders used to work for Ripple and Stellar Partnerships. Price suppressed by bots. American company, a huge gem. I know these prices and bots. Me and my friend, I got kind of this friend of mine who's he's pretty tech savvy. And we were talking about this last night. It's like this. All the good cryptos are like botted out and repressed by either the news, the government. It's almost like, but then if it's like a shit coin, these things just take off or whatever. So we're noticing this. And what I want you guys to do is when I report on this, follow my news. Okay. Follow my facts that when we discuss cryptos. Don't let price determine what you buy. I mean, sometimes we want to pump dump stuff. Okay. But remember, I'm here. I don't know about you, but I'm here. Actually, I have a friend who he wanted to get in on the show, not so much for like the pump dump shit, although that was very interesting for him. But he's like, and he wanted to give me money for me to invest in these pump dumps or crypto stuff. And I'm like, and I've known the guy since probably 2004. We used to work law enforcement together for about 4 years. I worked with them. Great guy, great friend, super. He's like a really good person. I know it sounds generic, but he's a really good person. And he's like, hey, I'll give you $10,000. Can you invest shit for me and stuff? And it's like, God, you know, it's tempting, right? Especially we had that 20X. Fuck, I could have made $250,000. But then MetaMask will be like, oh, but it only went up. You know how that goes. MetaMask will be like, yeah, I know you got 200 million, but we could probably pay you 50 because impact fees. And I'm like, oh shit, stupid ass cocksuckers. But yeah, he wanted to give me like 10 grand or something. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. Cause then like, cause something bad were to happen, then, you know, you don't mix like friends and money. So I kind of told him, and then he's like, well, okay, can you, I told him, here's what I told him to do. Open up a Kraken account. I just did. It's pretty painless. It's pretty easy. Yeah, you got a KYC and stuff, and that's fine. I don't care. I said, open up Kraken account and then get back to me. So he's going to get back to me. And then I told him the cryptos I wrote down on a piece of paper, which I told him about the Canton coin. And I want to give him the coins that I think are the best. He's a good friend of 21 years. So he's going to get my personal opinion on 10 grand. What should I put in? So we're going to go over that. And if you're if you want to know what we're exactly talking about, you can give me a call if you're one of the $500 people, and I'll tell you exactly the ones. If I had $10,000, what would I put into that $10,000 fund? But he's like, pump dumps are great and everything. But he said, I really want, first and foremost, like he doesn't want to work till he's 65 or 70 and shit like that. He wants cryptos that I would get if I had 10 grand to put in. He wants to know exactly how much of these and that and why. Why this crypto? What's so big about this or that one? And why would it be in that list? So I'm going to kind of teach him some stuff, and he's going to have $10,000, and I know that shit's going to turn into 1, 2, 3, 5 million. And he won't have to work for another 10 years, whatever, you know? Okay, that'll be it. When you move, Ken Brown, I will say old Centrifuge. Okay. I think that'll be a wrap for right now. I'm going to go work some leg muscles. And the next time you see Crypto Hulk, it might be in a cold plunge with ice, shivering his ass off, looking like a cold little bitch.